Hi everybody, my name's Shanda and I'm the Renew Director. I figured since we can't meet for several weeks that I should post some videos that are going to help us to navigate this crazy, chaotic time that we're going through. This first video is going to be talking specifically about anxiety, and then the next couple of videos are going to talk about conflict, because you can't be stuck in your home with your family and not have conflict. It's going to happen. So this first video with anxiety, that's a normal human emotion. Everybody feels it at some time throughout their life and off and on, but this may be the first time for some people to experience it in such a big way, and you may not know how to manage it, and you can't manage something that if you don't know what it is. So the first step to management is to put a name on it and to understand it. So anxiety, the academic response to that is, anxiety is the body's response to a real or perceived threat. So that probably rings a bell right there, right? We're all feeling that right now. The coronavirus, it's a threat, so it causes us to have some anxiety. And the way that I break that down for my son is I tell him that anxiety is that feeling that you have when you know you're going to get in trouble for something. So it usually starts with something in your stomach, like your stomach may get upset, and then your pulse starts speeding up and your heartbeat's beating a little faster, and your palms may get sweaty, and you have a hard time concentrating on other things because you're so consumed with that worry. And you may even have a hard time sleeping. That comes up too. So that's anxiety in a simplified response. If you're feeling those things, that's what it is. It's anxiety. So now that we know what it is and we understand its definition, then we can work on managing it. And one of the best ways to manage anxiety is breathing exercises. If you have an Apple Watch, there's an app on your Apple Watch that's called Breathe app, and it taps your wrist and you set a time on it, and it'll tap your wrist, and there's a shape that goes big and small, and you breathe along with it. It's 4-second breaths typically, and it's really good. I love it. I use it all the time actually. And there's something similar that you can get on an Apple phone or an Android that's called the Breathing app. It does the exact same function, and it's amazing, and you should check it out because it's really good. The next step is meditation. Meditation is also really good, and I know that word sounds kind of crazy, but meditation is good, and that's just clearing your mind of the things that are worrying you and focusing on the good, or just not thinking at all. And you can use meditation as a time to focus on scripture, maybe specific scripture, reading it or repeating it in your head, and holding on to those truths. Another thing that will be really good for us in this time is, all of our structure has been taken away and we feel out of control. And if you're like me, you're not just a parent and an employee working from home, but you're also a teacher now. And you get to teach your kids on top of everything else that you have going on. And so there's just so much, and we're trying to do so much while we're stuck in our houses. So put some structure in your schedule. Get up early, get dressed, brush your teeth, do all those things. Just give yourself something to follow, a schedule to follow. It'll be good for you, and it'll also be good for your kids just to have something to hold on to. Yeah, and then one more thing is, if you can and you have a backyard or a patio, go outside, go sit outside. I know that the weather's been yucky and it's rainy and it's gross, but try to go outside when you can and get some fresh air, get some sun. It'll be so good for you. And yeah, so those are all the things that I have today. So breathing exercises, meditation, a schedule with structure, and getting outside, you guys. All right, y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.